All right, welcome back to day 2 of jQuery for absolute beginners. Let's go ahead and look at where we left off yesterday, and we wrote just our very first function where if you click on a link, our image fades out. So let's look at a few other ways that we can hide elements. Now, when I say hide, we are literally changing the display mode of an element to none. So it's the same thing as setting box and then going style display none. But by adding the fade or the slide up method, as I'm going to show you, you can add a bit of animation to the change. So rather than fading out, what if we wanted to slide our image up? You know, almost as like a blinds kind of effect. Well, we could use slide up. You see how simple and how explanatory these methods are? Let's refresh the page. I'm going to click it, and now, if you didn't see that on the screencast, it slid up. So, as with the fade in and fade out method, we can apply a speed. So, rather than choosing fast, we could once again say, I want you to slide up that div over the course of 4 seconds or 4,000 milliseconds. Refresh the page. I'm going to click it, and over 4 seconds, our box is going to slide up. Now, you might be wondering, how come the anchor tag is moving up as well? And that's because we, as I said, we're changing the display to none, and that essentially means it's taking up no space. So the anchor tag is then moved to the top of the document. All right. Now, as with fade and slide, there is a simple show. So we could say show and hide. So I could do hide. And what this is going to do is it's going to manipulate 3 different values. It's going to manipulate the width of the image, it's going to manipulate the height, and it's going to manipulate the opacity of the image. So let's see how this works. Refresh the page. I'm going to click it. And as you see, the height is slowly decreasing, the width is slowly decreasing, and the opacity is decreasing. So let's change this up. I'm going to go back to my CSS, and I'm going to change the initial display to none. Okay? And now, when the anchor tag is clicked, rather than hide it, we want to show it. So I'm going to do show to start. Refresh the page. Click it. And you can see now over 4 seconds we are fading in an element. So you could imagine this is kind of the same concept behind login buttons, where you click it and then suddenly the login fades in, or maybe it has a dark opacity or dark background in the back and it fades into the center of the screen. It's the same concept. Let's work with another one. Fade in, as we did in lesson 1. So this time, instead of fading out, we're going to fade in. Click it, and now the height immediately is set, and the width is immediately set, but the opacity fades from 0 to 1. And then finally, let's do the slide down. So now it's going to slide down like curtains. Click it, and it slides down. All right? So we've worked with many different animations. Now I'm going to do something slightly different, and we're going to work with CSS selectors. So let me grab some sample text. I should have done this before I started. My apologies. And it doesn't matter. I'm just going to grab this. That's fine. Come back to my document, and now let's go ahead and I should save this for you. I'm just going to add a break tag. And I'm going to add a paragraph, like so. And let's add in a few anchor tags within it. So let's say right here. And they're not going to direct the user anywhere. I'm simply using it in order to, edit a few things. So ref. And maybe one more. All right, just imagine these are links to other sites. Let's style them, and we could use jQuery to style it, but no need to. Let's just use CSS, since it'll work even when JavaScript is turned off. So let's grab all the anchor tags within paragraph tags, and let's just set the color to something obvious. Let's just do red again. Copy. I'm going to come back, refresh my page, and here's my information. So once again, if I click it, all of the information will be shifted down as the 300 by 300 pixel image fades in, and our anchor tags are red. So let's say now, when this anchor tag is clicked, not only do we want to slide down this box, but we want to change the color of our anchor tags for no realistic reasons, just to show you how to work with it. All right, so all we have to do is press enter and create a new line. So I will say grab, and just as with the CSS, I'm going to do P space A, which is all anchor tags within paragraph tags. And then to edit the CSS, we would do .css. All right? And when I'm doing a single change, I'm just going to, the first parameter is going to be the property, and the second parameter is the value. So the first parameter, we are going to say we want to change the color, just as with CSS. All right? End quote, do a comma, and the second parameter is now going to be the new value. So we will change it to blue. All right? Close out my parentheses. It's the end of a statement, so I hit a semicolon, save my document, and now when we click on that anchor tag, our image, our big red box will show, and the anchor tag text will be changed to blue. And you see, it changed all anchor tags within the P. All right, that should do it for lesson 2. We're taking this in bits and pieces. That way it's not too much to wrap your head around, 5-10 minutes at a time. I'll be back on Monday with lesson 3, and we'll go through Friday. And we'll be doing some fun stuff. We'll make a nice jQuery menu. We'll do a lot of fun things. So stick with it. And once again, if you have any questions or need help, just email me or leave a comment, and we'll get you taken care of. Bye, everybody. See you on Monday.